What up you guys, it's your boy Wolf Said the Engineer and this is Kerbal Mods Gameplay. I know it's been a while guys and now we're back in business. As you have probably heard, Kerbal stuff is down and therefore there was some delay in the the whole modding community, so I couldn't play the game, but we're back and let's take a look, or where have we stopped recently. Alright, so as it seems we have some unfinished business here and there. We have some contracts that we need to finish, and I'm thinking I'll start with investigating the pyramid or building a glider. Let's see how would it go. On a second thought though, we have a contract to test the MK12R radial mount parachute. At the same time we can finish the J33 turbofan engine, and maybe we can actually get to the pyramid. So 3 contracts in one. Let's build a plane that will work. Alright, so on a second thought, since we don't have the capability to build an airplane that I want to, because we don't have the facility for it nor the parts, I decided to go with a small probe to send it to space, collect science from around Kerbin, maybe make an orbit and return the whole vehicle back. The vehicle is gonna be rather expensive. It's gonna cost us around 16 to 18,000 units, as it will mostly be most of the part will be made of the science thingy, which is rather expensive. However, if we actually manage to pull this off and recover the vehicle, the cost of the launch will be less than 1,000, because it's basically single stage to orbit, or the whole thing is a single stage. And let's see how will it go. Wishing for the best though. Okay, so we got ourselves a new test vehicle. This will be the Orbiter 1. And it's supposed to finish our 2 contracts to collect data from around Kerbin, space around Kerbin, and return back from, well, basically the space. But let's see how would this go. On the same time, we have a tester airplane to finish up the semistic survey of Kerbin near the Nerds Sploof. Alright, there we go, we got our first orbiter. This thing is rather simple, you could say. It's mostly made out of one engine, LVT45 swivel, 3 tanks of fuel, and it's empty, kind of, that's it. It has a recoverable probe with a lot of science stuff, so in case we reach space we could just have a lot of science on the way back. Alright, as it seems this worked well, more than expected. I'm afraid to start the gravity turn just yet, because I know we'll spin out of control, but we're just gonna climb up a little bit more, then we start reducing the throttle a little bit back. Okay, gravity turn. Yep, I knew this would happen. Totally indented it too. Alright, we got control back of the rocket. Now we will go on with our gravity turn. I hope we will achieve an orbit, although I doubt it. We're still a little bit spinning out. Alright, we got it. We got it. Let's start to make an orbit. Let's see if we can actually reach our goal. We will need approximately 700 meter delta V, and I do doubt that we have it. Delta V, we have 800. Ooh. Alright, we'll make it this time. Well, looking at the bright side, at least we finished the contract of getting science from space around Kerbin, so the cost of the mission didn't go for crap. Let's see if we can actually get more. Okay, alright. Delicious science here. Oh, actually we have a lot which we didn't collect before. Okay, let's see how the re-entry would work. I'm going to dump the the booster and go on without it. Let's see if the probe would survive, because the probe is basically the whole cost of the rocket. The rocket cost around 18,000 and most of it is the probe itself. So, probe is up. Would it survive? That be the big question. Shit! We've lost it. Alright, so fellas, back to the drawing board. Alright, Mr. Jebediah has volunteered to our next mission. We will have to finish 3 contracts in 1 airplane. We have... where is our contract? Alright. So we have to take seismic reading at the surface of Site Alpha, which is probably behind us. Where is Site Alpha? Yep, it's more or less behind us. I'm not gonna fly the airplane yet because I'm afraid that we might crash. Yep, crew report, there we go. Oops. Oops. We lost the engine. Don't crash, don't crash. Captain Jebediah. Okay, first one. Log seismic data, transfer seismic data. Yes. 8,000, nice. Okay, so the rest seems to be behind us and a little bit to the north. When you have a, by the way, when you have a like better stars on the pilot skills, like Jebediah, you will be able to enter the zones on a bigger radius. I think it's 10 meter per 1 star. I'm not exactly sure, but Jebediah doesn't seem to have it. So slow down. Oops, we run out of electric charges. Okay, we got the next site. We're spinning out of control a little bit. And we got it. Alright, so last one. Just ahead of us. To the right a little bit. Okay, third one. There you go. So the contract has been completed. We've been awarded with some delicious amount of money. And now let's try to take off and test the actual engine. Let's see how this would go. And I have a bad feeling Jebediah knows it already. Lock steering. Lock steering. Alright, off we go. We're gonna take off from here. We don't really need a runway. This airplane is rather okay on the takeoff. So our goal, we have to test the engine at approximately 10,000 meters and test the parachute also at 10,000 meters. Let's see how would this go. Well, from what it seems, we are running out of air intake. Come on, Captain Jeb, I believe in you. Okay, so from what it seems, there is no way we are going to achieve this goal of ours, as the airplane does not have enough, well, engine power to take it up that high. But while we're at it, I think I'm gonna collect some science from the mountains above Kerbin, and we do have enough fuel to let us land back. We have even the parachute. Okay, time to bring this bird down. From what it seems, there is no way we are going back to the airport, the runway, but we're gonna land here on the mountain because we have a drag parachute. Where is it? Yep. Actually, I think I can land on the mountain. Let's hope we don't kill Jebediah this time though. We are on a stable path. This is a good place to land an airplane actually. Alright. Final approach. Well, we're not pulling up enough. We landed mostly in one piece. Yep, we've made it. Alright, I approve of this. Jebediah Kerman, everyone. Okay, so we got a visit from the Kraken. Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. I think we was hit by the Kraken. I've checked on the save file. Everything seems to be alright. And Captain Jebediah has returned back from his flight successfully. We got some good science, to be honest. And well, we got Captain Jebediah in one piece, so that's the only thing that matters. Next up, we need to investigate the pyramid. I'm not sure if I can build a stable airplane to go that far, but that tester airplane which we have just flown is more than capable of achieving the goal, as long as it's in one piece. So let's give it a go. Okay, so I found myself here a nice contract that we could finish, and maybe we could take all the crew on a flight. We need to test the J04 Swift basic jet engine, and this is a good opportunity because it's gonna cost us, well, just a cost of fuel is 100 units, and we could get back around 21,000 out of it, so accept. Alright, so we're back to the drawing board. All I could think of is a very tiny airplane that's gonna land on the water, and for this, I think this would do. Okay, this is it, fellas. So this airplane is basically designed to collect some science from water around Kerbin, if we manage to land it on the water safely, and it can test this engine, which can reward us with almost 8,000 units, or actually I think 21,000. So let's build it. Alright, so on a second thought, I think we should upgrade the launch pad so we can build a bigger rocket. It's not gonna cost us much, but this is a good step forward. Let's wrap it up. Alright, welcome back, fellas. So we got the airplane here. We are supposed to test the jet engine, the new jet engine, and test the parachute at almost 10,000 meter with a speed above 210 meter per second. Let's see if this time we would make it. So we're airborne, and controlling this thing is, oh my god, it's poorly designed. It's not designed even for such flight. Okay, we have 3 J33 engine. I'm gonna set course into the pyramid just in case we have enough fuel. Maybe we could reach there. And I'm gonna let Capt Jeb control the whole flight. Probably it's a good idea, as I don't trust Jebediah Kerman. Alright, so Jebediah Kerman on his maiden voyage. We're spending almost half point of fuel every second, and it's decreasing. Okay, so we can test the parachute now. Unfortunately, I will have to stage it, otherwise we're not gonna be able to make it. So, stage, contract completed, cut the chute. Yep, we've made it. Okay, so next up we need to test the engine, and for that we actually need a higher speed. So I'm thinking on a crazy dive we might be able to make it. We don't have much fuel left. So climb, Jeb, climb. Let's try a crazy dive style and see how will it work. Okay, so obviously I'm unable to pull up. Let's try to have a little bit dive, and once we achieve our speed, come on Jeb, come on. Nope, we're too low. Okay, so one contract's finished, but the other one is not. Let's just head home and work this out later. Shit. Okay, so as it seems we run out of fuel in the middle of nowhere, and Captain Jeb, well, Captain Jeb is not worrying about anything right now, but we're crashing. So let's find a good spot for landing. Not entirely sure if I can land this thing now. Okay, lining up the final approach, and we're not able to pull up quite well. I'm trying to bleed as much speed as I can because this thing doesn't have a good ability to brake, or aero brake at least. So we're going down the hill, pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, we lost half the airplane, but we landed. Captain Jeb is happy. Any landing you could walk from, Jeb approve of. Okay, so we have an AV airport. Let's get you back home. Captain Jeb, good job. Okay, so looking at the bright side, we got ourselves some science. And with that we can upgrade, we can buy the new electrics, or well, we can buy better adapters. We don't need those yet. This is intriguing. I'm lost between aviation and advanced rocketry because both are good. You know, with aviation we will have a better canard, better controlling surfaces. And with advanced rocketry, well, we can have a bigger rocket, so choices. Okay, both of them. Alright, let's build them both. So we will have advanced rocketry and aviation, so one step at a time. Okay, so our next contract would be... Actually, let's clean up the crash we had. So, one piece to be recovered here. Alright, welcome back fellas. So, we got ourselves the new airplane and well, it's doing its job very well. We are collecting several of science things. So, with that being said, let's give it a go. Captain Jeb again has volunteered to do this mission himself, and I'd like to try to land on the water, although I'm not entirely sure if it would work that way, but let's see. Okay, so take off, and I can tell you this plane is not the best to control. It's awful. It's like a flying wings. Alright, so let's test the engine. How do we test the engine? Well, contract completed, thank you very much. Alright, that was the easiest mission I ever done. So, we're gonna land on the water, or that's the whole goal. In one piece, probably, or maybe on the island actually. By the way, spoilers! I've downloaded the barge landing, the barge lander mode, so we have a barge here. Later, we're gonna do mission SpaceX style. Okay, so this thing doesn't really fly well. I don't want to crash, so we're pulling out and we're going back. It's so bad to fly, I don't think we would be even able to land it on the runway, so I'm gonna land here on the shores. Let's see what would be the best place. Shit. Oh my god. Have you seen that, guys? That was crazy. Okay, let's final approach. Don't crash. Yep. Okay. Lovely science. Lovely science. We got a lot of science from this trip. This was good. This was good. Okay, Captain Jebediah. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got ourselves another 45 points of science, and with that being said, we actually could upgrade something else. I mean, this is what we're looking for. I want the aerodynamics here, but to do so we need to upgrade this general construction, or again we could just choices. This is tough. I want better parts because with the current parts we got, I'm unable to make a good flight. Choices. This is iffy. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for the 90 points of science, and we're gonna open up some science part. This would be the main focus for now, because with more science we can build better and more airplane in general. Okay, so as it seems our schedule is clear and our contract is clear as well, so I'm gonna find myself several of contract. Look at this, what a coincidence. We already have a science data from space around Kerbin, and here's another one, so we could finish both in one go. Okay, so we got ourselves 2 contracts that we could do, and well, they're more likely free, so we have to test the engine while we are landed and the parachute while also we are landed. Which engine? LV1 and... which one is that? Oh, tiny. Okay, next is the parachute. Which parachute? Radial shoot, real shoot. Real shoot, radial shoot. Okay, so easy peasy. This contract is to test those things while we are landed, and this is like, oh, the easiest. Have we done it? No? Oh my god, this is a trap. I remember now. We cannot do the parachute while we're landed. Oh my god. We're gonna have to cancel the contract. Okay, so let's recover this. And let's cancel the contract. This was a trap. So the penalty or the failure for this is 1,800. Honestly, I don't have a choice because this was a trap. You cannot finish this. You cannot start the parachute while you are landed. But at least we got the other contract, which got us some money. So all in all, goodies, goodies. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the 25% of our reputation should go to funds, and let's do it. Okay, so we are left exactly where we started. We have several of contracts which is undone and cannot be done because, well, let's just face it, we don't have the facility to archive them yet. So what I'm thinking is to send a few mission, maybe to orbit to recover, like this one. We need to send a probe to the orbit and recover it. Let's do it. And well, this is possible, we can do it. And I'm thinking this will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to slap that like button and don't forget to subscribe to see more of my videos coming soon. Until then guys, stay tuned.